Hey everybody, welcome to Tired Old Queen at the Movies. I think we're all in need of something a little lighthearted and fun. So let's go to our favorite Tired Old Queen and get something good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Off we go.
All right, Judd, it's time for you to come in. Tired Old Queen at the Movies.
Johnny, we hadn't done a Barbara Stanwyck movie in a while, and you know I love her, so I decided to do one of my very favorites. Barbara Stanwyck, Michael O'Shea, Iris Adrian, Victoria Foss, Stephanie Bachelor, Janice Carter, Gloria Dixon, Charles Dingle, Pinky Lee, Marion Martin, and William Wyler's fabulous Lady of Burlesque. This movie was based on a novel by Gypsy Rose Lee called The G-String Murders. It's a backstage murder mystery. It's very simple.
Oh, it had its novelty appeal.
Meow.
Yeah.
Stanwyck is a renowned stripper, Dixie Daisy. And the comic at the Burlesque House, played by Michael O'Shea, is Biff Brannigan. And he's in love with her and he keeps trying to shoot the moves on her. And she doesn't want anything to do with him because he's a comic. I don't go out with comics. They steal the teeth right out of your mouth. I don't go out with comics.
Get upstairs and put your false face on.
Dixie, when I just wanted to wish you luck.
That's okay, comic, but keep it at a distance.
He's adorable in it. There's a big rivalry going on between some of the girls.
You sure couldn't hold a man unless you did pay up.
Don't stop it! You
And somebody starts killing off the strippers.
Look, around her neck.
And they're strangled with their G-strings. They bring in the police investigate, they find the killer. It's a very simple plot. It's a backstage story.
Who do you think done it?
Well, it could be almost anybody.
Oh, do you really think so, Mr. Kelly?
But the numbers are terrific and the dialogue is great. Iris Adrian is Gigi, and that's Barbara Stanwyck's best friend. And she's really brassy and really loud.
We wanted you to join the party. Looks like we broke one up.
She's just great. And so they also have Marion Martin. Marion Martin plays Alice Angel, and he's got a little lisp. At one point, Stanwyck says, "We're not going to let them close down the old Burlesque House. I say we stick together."
Yes, we'll stick and stick and stick.
And stick.
Marion Martin in this movie is the girlfriend of Pinky Lee, who is a burlesque and vaudeville comic.
And then I'm down, see? It starts like this. Ooh, I'm an incubator baby.
You're an incubator baby?
Uh-huh.
What do you do on Mother's Day?
I sell flowers to an oil stove.
Michael O'Shea had been a comic of burlesque.
Not burlesque dames. They used to wriggling out of things. Did you get that one?
Stanwyck loved making this movie, and she loved working with director William Wellman. He was an action director. He directed The High and the Mighty, which we'd done. He did a lot of action movies. He directed Westward the Women. He had a good rapport with actresses, and she just wanted a chance to show how she could dance. Stanwyck was a chorus girl. She had been in the Ziegfeld Follies. She also had worked at Texas Guidance Speakeasy, which Michael O'Shea had done as well. She never got a chance to dance that much. She had dance numbers with this where she drops down into splits and she jumps up and she does cartwheels and she sings this song called "Take It Off the A String, Play It on the G String."
Come on and give me heat, 'cause I don't like my music sweet. I wanna feel my impulse beat. Take it off the E string, play it on the G string.
Fabulous number. And she never strips, but they just give you innuendos, you know. She shakes things, you know, and that's her strip act. And the audience goes nuts because she's the top stripper, but she never really takes anything off. Joan Crawford, who was her good friend, took her to task about making this movie. She said, "How can you make this movie? You've come so far away from that. You shouldn't go back to those roots. Don't be common." And Stanwyck had the same answer for her that she had for when Ginger Rogers turned down Ball of Fire. She said, "Why not? I am common." Stanwyck was never afraid to show her roots, and she's just on the money in this movie.
Oh, they're shiftless, dame-chasing, ambitionless.
I've got it. You're ambitious.
Well, maybe I'd like to get away from comics.
I love backstage showbiz movies. They had this whole thing about replacing the contraption in the dressing room, which is really the toilet, but they couldn't say the word toilet in that, so they had to make it the sink.
What's more, I saved you plenty by installing the poisoner.
that's
Just look at that. Just look at that. Ain't that gorgeous?
Iris Adrian has this wonderful scene where she's been out stripping, and Barbara Stanwyck and Victoria Foss are at each other, having this big cat fight in the dressing room, and all the women are screaming, and names are being called all over the place. And And Iris Adrian storms backstage and takes a bottle of gin, takes a big swig, and looks at Barbara Stanwyck and Victoria Foster and goes, "Listen, you two."
You know, it's tough enough doing something artistic for those lugs out there without you and Dolly calling each other by your right names.
But all of these girls get a moment, and they all have hearts of gold. And you think they're going to be just two-dimensional characters in this, but they're not. They're all, you love every one of these girls.
Hello. Well, look what the pixies brought in out of the rain.
Stephanie Bachelor comes in, and she was the former biggest stripper at this place. And she's very jealous of Stanwyck, and she does this dead-on imitation of Greta Garbo. And she comes in and she says,
"I am the Princess Nervina, star of this theater."
She says, "I have been away." And Victoria Foster says, "Don't give me that. I knew you when you worked in Toledo." And Victoria Foster goes,
"I have never worked in, how you say, to Toledo?"
She turns her back and you hear her go,
"Instead, the princess throws pearls to swine."
You snooty.
Stanwyck just is in her element and has a field day. And the next movie she did after this changed her whole career, Double Indemnity.
Once I thought I wanted to get out of burlesque. Now I'm not so sure.
So sit back and enjoy Barbara Stanwyck, Michael O'Shea, Iris Adrian, Gloria Dixon, Stephanie Bachelor, Janice Carter, Pinky Lee, and Marion Martin in William Wellman's fabulous Lady of Burlesque.
Come on and give me heat. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ding, ding, ding with the bell. Bang, bang, bang with fucking trolley.